Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to IIUI, Adiala Road campus, subject chemistry for grade 9. Chapter 6 Solution, topic solubility. This second lecture covering solubility and solute-solvent interactions, effect of temperature on solubility, comparison of solution, and suspension and colloids. The amount of solute that dissolves in 100 gram of solvent at a particular temperature is called its solubility. Students, image on the screen clear the concept of solubility, that is the ability of a substance which is solute to mix into a liquid that is solvent. What is the concentration of solution? Basically, it is the quantity of a solute present in a given amount of a solvent or solution. Through this image, you also understand that solubility measures the highest amount of a substance mixed into the liquid, that is the concentration of solution. Dear students, polar molecule has feature, one part has positive charge and other part has negative charge. Polar molecules are water soluble. Now here, question arises that why polar molecules are soluble in water? They are soluble in water because water is also a polar molecule. Why the water is polar molecule? Because of its shape. One side is positively charged and the other side is negatively charged. Non-polar molecule has feature that there is no resulting charge on it. First example of non-polar molecule is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is non-polar because the electronegativity difference between carbon and oxygen is 1-0, which make it non-polar. Students, along with polar and non-polar concepts, you must know about the intermolecular forces. The forces of attraction created between the molecules are called intermolecular forces. Water is a polar molecule and oil is a non-polar molecule. That's why they won't form a solution. Alcohol is a polar molecule. It will form a solution with water, which is also a polar molecule. General principle of solubility: like dissolve like. According to this principle, polar substances are soluble in polar solvent. For example, water molecule is a polar solvent and methanol molecule is also a polar solvent. They are miscible. Students, the explanation of all that is available on the screen. Second point which principle like dissolve like explain is solubility of ionic and polar solvent. The example is sodium chloride, which is ionic compound, and water molecule, which is polar solvent. They are miscible. Third point which principle like dissolve like explain is non-polar substances are not soluble in polar solvent. The example is benzene, which is a non-polar molecule, and water molecule, which is a polar solvent. They are not dissolved, that is, not miscible. Fourth point which principle explain is non-polar substances are soluble in non-polar solvent. Example is benzene, which is non-polar, and oil, which is also non-polar solvent. They are miscible. Dear students, from the previous 4 points, it is concluded that substances that have similar structures and intermolecular forces tends to be soluble, whereas substances that have dissimilar structures and intermolecular forces are insoluble. Students, now we discuss another topic, that is effects of temperature on solubility. Temperature has a profound effect on the solubility of a substance, such as: Number 1, solubility of an ionic compound generally increase with the increase in temperature. Number 2, solubility of solid decreases with temperature. And number 3, solubility of sodium sulfate that is Na2SO4, decreases with increase in temperature. Students, the variation of solubility with temperature shown on screen with the help of graph and its explanation. Comparison of solutions, suspensions and colloids. Solutions. A solution is a homogeneous mixture in which the particles are individual molecules or ions distributed evenly throughout the surrounding fluid. Colloids. A heterogeneous mixture of tiny particles of a substance dispersed through a medium. Suspensions. A heterogeneous mixture containing particles large enough to be seen with the naked eye and clearly distinct from the surrounding fluids. Dear students, the phenomena of scattering of light by colloid in suspension with the help of diagram explained on a screen, and also the comparison of properties of solution, suspension and colloid is explained through table on the screen. Our next lecture topic is concentration units, covering percentage and molarity.